Money Green.
Shayz on the mic.
And we are
Lyrics and
lies.
Lyrics and
Lies. Ha 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 ha. Check out this bizarre. Lyrics and Lies by me, the Money Green, with Shayz on the mic in. I show you better liking. If you don't listen, you can bet that we'll be fighting. Yeah. What's up? This is Money Green with
Shayz on the mic.
And we are Lyrics and Lies. Go in, Shayz. What you got to talk about?
We're going to talk about today A Fall from Grace, a Tyler Perry movie that is on Netflix.
All right. Some good stuff, some bad stuff, a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
All right. So what's up?
And you know, as usual, we're going to rate it at the end.
For real? You that bold? Do you like Tyler Perry?
I have mixed feelings about Tyler Perry.
So when y'all had a relationship and y'all were intimate,
I didn't say that we had a relationship like that because I don't know Tyler Perry.
Well,
you
never met him?
I have mixed feelings about Tyler Perry.
Oh,
we ain't had no relationship.
I thought you had mixed feelings about y'all interaction.
No, mixed feelings about his movies and his plays.
Yeah, so if you don't spell it out, then people just gonna assume that Tyler was hitting that.
You already knew Marlon. You already know that Money Green was gonna go there, right?
I thought he was hitting that.
Nah, he didn't.
I was about to get all the scoop. I was like, dang, what y'all do?
You was really trying to do an interview on that one, huh?
You done brought the Medea out of him. All right, so A Fall from Grace.
I have a mixed feelings about Tyler Perry. I think this was one of his best movies that I saw, that I felt that the acting was pretty good, and the storyline was really. I liked the twist in the storyline, and as I was following it, I caught on to the twist, but I liked that he had a twist at the end.
You ain't catch on to it.
I sure did.
So
I
you
did
knew
catch
everything
on to
that was
it.
going to happen.
As I was looking, towards the end, I knew who the person was. I knew who the person was before Grace was at the end of the movie. Before Grace was going to go back to jail, when they said that she was guilty, I already knew who the person was before Grace walked by. So I already knew who it was. I figured it out when they had Sarah on the stand.
Okay. All right. Now, what you just said was a little out of pocket. I think that was a little off because you said the acting was good.
The acting was pretty good.
And you said that's why you liked it. And that made this different from...
Well, it wasn't just the acting. I liked the storyline.
The
storyline. I liked the storyline.
The first thing you mentioned was acting.
Right.
Now, he brought in heavyweights. So if you have heavyweights, then what do you expect?
That doesn't always happen. He's brought in heavyweights in other movies. Wasn't that great.
You bring in Felicia Rashad.
Well, you know she's going to be good, but that don't mean all the other actors around her is going to be good.
You bring in Cicely Tyson.
Again, you know that some people are going to be good, but that don't mean the actors around them are going to be good.
And Crystal Fox. That's a woman off of
Have and Have
Nots. So you can't lose with a cast like this. I mean, those three people, and Brisha Webb is the bomb. I've been digging her for years, and she's the bomb. So, I mean, you can't lose.
And she's grown in her craft.
She's grown in a lot of other areas, too, physically.
I'm not talking, we're going to focus on the movie, and we're going to focus on performance.
I was just talking about how she developed in certain areas.
I mean, she's grown in her, as an actor. She's grown.
She's been on squats and stuff, so her skirts fit a little different. And she got, things poke out a little more than they used to. But you can't lose with those people as your core. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference if you want to talk about some of the other movies.
I can't say he's had people who has been in the core who are good actors.
Not people in the core, but the entire core.
The core.
This is the entire core.
This is not the only movie he has done that he has had top-notch actors in there. And the people around them wasn't that great in the...
We ain't talking about the people around them.
And they haven't been that great in the movie.
But
I'm not going to name...
I just
told you.
You can't.
I don't know why you keep trying to make it seem like what I'm saying is not right. But I'm going to reiterate this again, that he has had core people in his movies, but did not make the movie good.
I didn't say they did make the movie.
Okay, so what I'm saying, let's get back to Fall from Grace.
You know,
he had
movies?
3 people. I can name some movies, but I'm not going to put Tyler out like that.
Well, you said you had mixed emotions.
I had mixed emotions because
so
some of his...
one of the bad mixes.
I'm telling
name
you.
one movie that the entire core was solid people like this. This one, any one.
I'm not going to name any.
There aren't any.
Like
when he had my baby, my ex-girlfriend.
Your ex-girlfriend is.
Angela Bassett. When he had her in the movie, he didn't have a lot of strong people around her. It was just her by herself. And back then, she and I was in contact.
You talking about Meet the Browns?
Right. And back then, she and I was in contact. And she was like, Marlon, you wouldn't believe the people, what I got to do. But I said, but Angela, do what you normally do. You hang in there. You know what I'm saying? And just be the light and let them look at you as a beacon. You know what I'm saying? And just inspire them to raise their level. And she did that. She did that. And there's a chance that she was going to do that without me letting her know, but just me being in her corner.
Wow. The fantasies you really have are deep.
I have some deep fantasies too.
They're very deep. They're very
a fantasy
deep.
moment.
This has to be, because I cannot see Angela Bassett reaching out to you about a craft that she already knows she's good at.
She didn't reach out. We were just talking at that time.
I just don't see that. I don't
see
that.
We weren't talking daily, but we were just talking every now and then.
I need to see receipts.
Now you want me to go way back?
Yeah, you need to see. Yeah,
I had a BlackBerry back then.
Find it, because I need receipts.
Ain't nobody get that BlackBerry no more.
I'm sure that they can find the information off of your BlackBerry.
The next time,
receipts.
Next time she calls me, or I talk to her, or we text or something, I'll let you know.
No, I want to see receipts. I want to see the text message from you and her.
And when I get a picture with her, I'm gonna let you know.
Please. Until then, these are fantasies.
And the same thing with Taraji, but we're not gonna talk about her because she's not part of this topic. Nevertheless.
Well, she was in one of his movies too.
Yeah, but she's not in this topic right now. So we talk about Taraji later. But as for this, this cast was solid.
Okay.
And it was much stronger than the one that my ex was in, that Angela Bassett was in. And you said you liked the script. You liked the writing. Is that what you said?
I liked how the outcome of the movie was. It was really different than what I thought it was going to be when I heard the title of Fall from Grace. So it really was different than what I imagined. I thought it was good. I thought how I wouldn't have thought about. I'm sure people have seen it by now, but I don't know I don't know, because I'm a spoiler alert. So
well, you didn't know it was going to be like a crime mystery?
No, I didn't know the twist at the end.
I didn't know it was going to be a crime mystery. I thought it was going to be about a man who was with a woman named Grace, and they broke up, and his life went downhill afterwards.
When they showed the trailer, they didn't show that.
That's why it makes it a fall from grace. Well, I had this woman one time, and she thought she was all this and thought she was all that. And when she broke up with me, Money Green, her finances fell out of order. So it could have been a fall from Money Green if I were to write a movie about she and me.
How did this movie become about you?
I'm just saying how I got that title, how I perceive the title.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
You always use yourself.
So she would be a fall from Money Green, and I hope she's listening to this, and I hope you get.
Does she know it's her?
Yes.
She could be vain, and she doesn't even know this is about her.
Well, I'm gonna inbox this episode to her.
Oh,
so she know I'm talking about her. But she cool. I think she cool. I saw her in Taco Bell.
Oh wow.
On her thing. And she actually extra stuffed my burrito.
Oh, she worked there.
Yeah, she worked there.
Oh, okay.
Didn't I say a fall from Money Green? All right, so anyway. So what else did you...
I'm not messing with you.
So you like some more good stuff about this movie. So you and Tyler Perry are on good terms now.
Me and Tyler Perry I still have mixed feelings about his shows.
But
we're just going to stay on a Fall from Grace.
Right. So you have good feelings about him, and y'all are on good terms now after this movie.
Don't make it seem like I know him personally.
Okay, your feeling towards his art.
Thank you.
Is in a positive place right now.
Only for this movie.
All right, only for this movie. But you don't like any of his shows?
Are you talking about the shows that's on TV that he has?
You said you don't like some of them.
I don't like the Have and Have Nots.
You don't like the Have and Have Nots?
I don't like
Veronica. She's not talking about you. You are my baby. I'm not in this part, Veronica. All right, Veronica, you hear me, baby? And Veronica's husband, Veronica. I'm sick of you taking our son Jeffrey through all this. Now this has to stop now.
I cannot believe this.
But
and I don't like Loving You Was Wrong.
I never really watched
I don't
that.
like Sister.
You know, Tiffany Haddish was on Loving You Was Wrong. She was on there for a couple episodes.
I don't like that show.
I didn't watch Sisters.
I don't like the Oval Office.
I'm not gonna watch that.
Okay, because first of all, on Oval Office, I looked at 2 episodes, and I'm sorry, the acting is terrible.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know where he found these people at, but
I think he can't get the bomb cast like he did for Fall for Grace.
He should be able to get where the level that he is. He can get good actors. He has a whole studio in Chicago, Atlanta. Sorry, Oprah. He has a whole production in Atlanta. So you gonna tell me you can't get top notch people for your TV shows?
Don't you talk?
Sorry,
you talk about Tyler like that.
Sorry, but I like Tyler. I just don't like the TV shows.
So you don't like any of his TV shows?
I just told you I don't like none.
God dang! You didn't have to name. You could have just said none. You took me through the whole process. Like there was at least one that you like. You didn't like Meet the Browns or House of Pain?
The House of Pains I liked at the beginning.
You didn't like Mr. Brown? I thought you loved him.
I said the House of Pain.
And Cora? Hey, Cora. You didn't like him?
They just overdo their acting. It's just sometimes it's just a little bit too much.
That's almost like slapstick comedy.
Yeah, but then it's just a little bit. It's too much. It's okay to be over, but it goes too much.
Lamar Rucker doesn't make your nipples tweak and twirl.
I think he's handsome.
Okay, I'll be sure to tell him that.
Thank you.
All right, but the criticism that this movie got.
Yeah, I heard a lot of criticism about the movie. The wigs were terrible.
And how do you feel about the criticism?
I think Grace's wig's supposed to have been terrible because she was in jail. She ain't supposed to be looking cute in jail.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, she in jail.
That's true.
So I mean, I don't know what you expect.
And Tyler's wigs, you were cool with those?
With his hair?
Big little bushy gray. Look like Grady a little
bit. He did look like Grady. I do agree with you. His hair did look like Grady.
Hey, Fred! And boyfriend / husband with the Gumby, the Bobby Brown type thing. So that's cool. So you were unbothered by that kind of stuff. That's cool.
Because I was looking at the storyline, and I did check out the stuff because people brought it to my attention. But when I'm looking at a movie, you know me, I critique the movie.
All right, so keep it right there. Keep it right there. That's interesting because some people, and it can be a positive person. So we're not going to get into positive people and negative people yet. But let's talk about positive people only. Some people are so into the art that they don't look at a wardrobe malfunction, hair malfunction, wigs and selections and all that. So it's nice to know that you on the positive side. And I'm the same way. I noticed his wig, which is no big deal because he doesn't only wear his hair like that, so there's something going on with that. But her hair, I didn't sweat, and the boyfriend's hair was funny at one point. But some brothers wear their hair like that, especially back in the day. You had a lot of bush fillies and high top fades, whatever you want to call them, and now I see people every blue moon with them. So that stuff didn't bother me. But some people, instead of looking into the storyline like we do, and be entertained, they look at what a person is wearing. And what a person is, their shirt, pants, shoes, hair.
The restaurant where it looked like the people really wasn't.
No, we ain't talking about that. So we just talking about their appearance.
Right.
So it's nice to know that you're not bothered by that kind of stuff, and that kind of stuff just goes right over your head because it's about the story and not about how someone looks. So for those people who are, I guess, drawn in by things like that, you have any thoughts?
Well, I think when you're used to seeing movies and used to seeing a certain thing in movies, some people like to make sure that they see, like when you see actors dressed, hair all that a certain way, especially if it's not a movie that's touching on like a Cinderella story. You know, like you come from poverty, then you pick yourself up, and now you're looking gorgeous. You know how all these movies that you see is, you know, pristine. You want to look good in a movie. So when you see a movie that's like, you know, not what you're used to seeing when you go to the movie theater, I guess you start always looking at that kind of thing when you see a movie.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. But the problem with that is you miss out on the enjoyment. So those type of people may enjoy looking at the aesthetics as opposed to enjoying and absorbing the art.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So when I first brought this up, you were about to go into some of the
props,
quote unquote mistakes or bloopers or whatever, miscues, whatever you want to call them. So you
and these were brought to my attention.
Right. So you didn't even notice it, but some people look for it.
I did notice something, but I was so into trying to see how the story was going to, you know, end, that it didn't bother me to that point.
Now, a lot of people are like you and me in this regard. However, all it takes is for one person to notice it, and then they put it online, and then all of a sudden everybody, quote unquote, noticed it when they didn't.
Right.
When they saw that post. So you mentioned a guy in a restaurant. So you got this conversation going on between these two people in the cafe. You weren't looking off to the side at the white man eating eggs and drinking liquid out of a cup that had no liquid.
Right.
You weren't looking at that. Right. So yeah, people got that post and they jumped on it. Like, yeah, look at this right here. But they didn't even notice it when they first looked at it. So then they saw that post on IG or Facebook or Twitter. Then they went back to the movie and found that part and then acted like, yeah, there, go right there, see. But they didn't watch the entire movie. Some people didn't even watch it. They just look at that and like, yeah, I ain't watching this. Look at that. You got somebody in the background. It look like he eating eggs and stuff, but he ain't eating them. That's petty.
Yeah.
That's petty. Anybody out there that did that, that's petty. You want to watch it because of some Facebook posts or whatever, IG posts. The one, like there were a couple of them. One, I believe, her hair, Crystal's hair, when she was in the visiting room or whatever, interrogation room, I don't know, talking to a lawyer, talking to Brisha Webb, and she was, like, her hair was like this at one point. And then it went to Brisha Webb, who's the lawyer, and it came back to her, and the hair was way out here. You know what I'm saying? So little things like that are funny. There's another one where she got out of bed, Crystal got out of bed, put her slippers on, and went down the steps and didn't have any slippers on. So those little things are funny, but they happen in all movies. So if you all, because it's unfair to pick on Tyler Perry for this, but if you all go on YouTube and do a search for movie bloopers or whatever term they use, miscues or mistakes, you're going to see it for most of the movies that you've ever watched. You just weren't looking for them, or Tyler Perry wasn't behind it, so you weren't trying to pick them apart. But you go in there, you're going to see all types of stuff. You're going to say, oh, and then you're going to watch the movie next time and you're going to see it. Dang, how come I never saw that? Because you weren't paying attention.
Especially if it's an action movie.
Yeah, and it's not,
you're going to miss a lot of that.
Yeah, and there's no need. But here's something else interesting. Tyler can't do everything. So when you're on set, and I've been on several sets, when you're on set, there's a person or persons responsible for continuity. And continuity is the people who make sure the scene is properly done. So if there's a bottle on the table when these two people enter a room, and one puts a bottle down the table and they keep recording the scene, and the person drinks it, and it's halfway full, then somebody say, you know what, let's take it from the top. And you take it from the top and they start recording again, and that bottle hasn't been refilled or replaced. Mm-hmm. That means that if they say, okay, we're going to take this part from the second take and put it in front of the first take, and we're going to put it together because I like the lines from the second take in the beginning, and then we're going to end it with the other one. So in that scene, it's going to look like the bottle is halfway full, and then a minute later it's gonna be full because somebody wasn't there to say, "Oh, take it from the top." All right, since we take it from the top, let's get a new bottle in here.
Yeah, but that happened on that show that everybody loved. That was on HBO. What was that? A Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
A couple of times somebody left a bottle.
Starbucks cup.
A Starbucks cup. Did you know Starbucks ain't going on in that time frame?
Right.
So Starbucks was left on. So, I mean...
They made a big deal.
They made a big deal about that too, about that Starbucks cup. But they actually did something twice. Another cup was in there too that wasn't supposed to be there.
Way in the background.
Way in the background, and somebody made, and that wasn't Starbucks. It was just a cup that wasn't looking like the time frame that they had this. So so things happen. And probably somebody meant to get it, but then they went on and said, "All right, we're going to start," and they didn't get a chance to pull it.
It's the continuity, people.
Right.
And then on what made Game of Thrones worse is, and I'm not really to compare it, but when they went and reviewed it afterwards, because they had to review it before it aired. When they reviewed it and no one caught it, that's what makes it so bad, because they could have caught that, edited it out, and then ran it, and nobody would have ever seen it, even though it would be sitting there, it would be covered up by special effects that they would have put onto the final copy. So, not faulting Tyler for that, but I fought his team for that, because somebody should have picked up on that. His continuity people should have done that. Yeah. And when I'm on set, that's one thing I try to pick up on. And sometimes I catch things. When I was in LA, I caught a couple of things, and I was like, oh, and then sometimes they take pictures of everything before everything takes place, and then they'll shoot the scene. Then, because of what actors you have on set and who's available, they may shoot a different scene somewhere else, and then 3 days later they may come back to the original scene and say, "All right, everybody go back to what you had on." They go to wardrobe with the picture, put on exactly what you have, do the hair exactly like this. And a couple of times I caught things that the picture didn't catch. And then one time they was like, "Nah, shut the F up. We already got that taken care of, so shut up." But you know what I'm saying? But it's better to be wrong than to be right and not say anything.
Right.
So I'd rather just throw myself out there for the sake of making the project better or consistent, or have the continuity on point, than to not say anything and then be messed up like, dang.
And they got different wardrobe on. They should have had the black pants on, and she had the red pants on.
Right.
And that was wrong.
Or if a woman,
that scene.
Or if a woman has a braid or something, like a big thick braid coming down the side of her head, from her forehead to the right side of her head, and then when they redo it, the person's looking at the picture and they do it on the left side because they're looking at it. And you say, "No, it goes down this side," so you got to stop. Things like that happen. So Tyler missed a few things, but that's no big deal. And it's cool. I enjoyed it. You said you want to rate it?
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie too. It was pretty good. I'm thinking everybody should have seen this movie by now.
You can rate it. Go ahead and rate it.
So I'm going to give it 4.5 stars.
4.5. That's a 90. All right.
I know you're so shocked, ain't you? Because you was like,
I'm shocked.
Give it a 3.
Because you've been hard on a movie hoe, but historically, but the past few times we rated something, you've actually have given high ratings.
Well, so, because the quality and I like the ending. It was shocking. The shocking part was the sun part. The sun. That shocked me.
Yeah,
but
because the sun had these special ultraviolet, just for people who haven't seen it yet, these ultraviolet rays that came from the sun, and it changed the mood. Y'all look at it if you haven't seen it yet. Oh, that's what she means when she's talking about the sun. Gee. But I gave it, I guess, well, I will give it. I guess I'll give it what you gave it.
What?
Give it about a 4.5.
I can't believe we agreed on something.
4.5. 4.5 to 5, maybe 4 3/4. I'm a little nicer than you. But you know what? I can give it. I tell you what, I would probably give this a 4.5 because I think it was 2 hours long.
Yeah, it was a little long.
It probably could have been a little shorter. But no, I give it a 4.5. It's going to be an A if we grade it on the grading system. It's going to be an A, not an A plus, but it'll be an A.
Well, it kind of left the imagination that it might be another part.
Yes, he left the door open.
He left the door open to something else that might come from this movie,
and that's good. And if they can make Brescia Webb into a really big time lawyer or something, that would be even better. Mm-hmm. So
we don't know what's in Tyler's mind, but it sure left me thinking that there would be some kind of spinoff from this movie, like you said, into something else.
But it's a part 2.
Yeah, part 2, or it could just spin into something else.
Right. And Tyler said all that trash y'all talking, he gonna come back with something even harder for y'all. So let's sit tight and see what he comes up with.
Yeah, and them wigs might be tighter. She might really walk or have the slippers on when she go down the steps.
That's the daggone wardrobe or the hair, the dressing, whatever. That person could come up with some better wigs if they wanted it. Because somebody there said this look good, and these are fine. But if they were really not good, somebody could do a better job, because the money is there to buy the best wigs in the industry.
True.
For real.
True.
So that's it. If y'all need help finding wigs, y'all can call Angela Bassett. In all honesty, I do not have Angela Bassett's number. I was about to joke and say, if y'all need contact information for Angela so she can find y'all the information for a wig company or the best wig people in the industry, let me know and I'll put her, in contact with y'all. But I honestly don't have Angela Bassett's information anymore. She and I fell out of contact.
Okay.
We may bump into each other again. But until that point happens, I'm Money Green. Thank y'all for listening. Please like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel because we put in a lot of hard work for y'all.
And comment.
And comment too, yeah. Do what Shayz says. Because she's on the mic and she goes hard. That's it.
And we're out.